Shake here to showcase a ace tanker game in the Leopard PTA here on Live Oaks, starting in the southwestern spawn point. I, of course, would always recommend taking this medium down to the southeastern portion because you can use the mobility and it has decent gun depression along with the good view range. You can use all those factors to really do well among the terrain that's there. And if your team pushes aggressively enough, you can actually get out in front and get along, which is my favorite position to work up to, is the JK90 area. And from there, you can actually eliminate most of the enemies that come that way. And in this case, there is artillery. That's really the only concern for something like the Leopard PTA or its Tier 10 Leopard 1 version. Both of them are very, very lightly armored. So you have to use the terrain more to protect you than anything. So outside of the artillery, you just have to watch out for that. But I actually get a lucky bounce from the T69. And here you do not want to stop. You want to keep driving to get at least underneath the ridgeline as much as possible. And here you can see I am down below the guns of the enemies to my left. And now I can focus on the AMX who pushed up here to the peninsula's edge. And this is what you should do. Clear out everybody who comes this far, and then you can focus on the targets that are closer to the railroad tracks. So, focusing down on this AMX first. He didn't make a bad decision there, it's just that we outnumber him, and that made it to where we can easily single him out and get rid of him. And now with the distracted enemies, I have side shots. That's why you should actually work your way out this way instead of sitting underneath the tracks. But you do need a little bit of both. That way the enemies have some decision to make. They either can point their guns one way or the other, not both. And now with my platoon mate over here, which is of course my wife, I don't want her to be isolated, so I'm going to come over here and join with her, as all the rest of our team who'd pushed out have moved to the map edge and are working along. And another thing, if you come close to the tracks, once you win this area, come close to the tracks, and the tank destroyers who are very, very likely sitting back there at B0, they will not have shots on you. The railroad is raised a little bit, and that provides hold down cover, as well as it's very hard to shoot through the underneath of the train cars. As you'll see here, a train car actually blows up right there, and that was somebody trying to hit me. Now, I don't have any good shots on this Jagdpanzer U-100. His lower plate is actually covered up by the terrain. So the best I can do is wait for him to turn. I am actually getting the spotting from him, so I do keep poking out. I'm trying to track him is what I'm doing. I don't really have much chance to deal damage until he turns sideways. Which he actually makes the mistake of doing that. Which he has the Lancet facing him from the other way. So he's actually turning to face the Lancet, which is a mistake on his part. He has more guns to deal with over here. And he should have let the Lancet get shots on him, rather than all of us over here having free side shots. Now that's one of the biggest threats gone, so now we can actually push in, and don't push along the 0 line. If you win this flank, jump over the tracks to get down here into the low ground. This actually, again, keeps you covered from anybody who happens to be sitting back there, and then you can eliminate the enemies that are still on this side, like I do there with the UDs. And now you can work up, and with something that's kind of low like the Leopard PTA, you can work up here using, again, the tracks as cover and spot them. Like I spot this T103, and we're going to get rid of him as fast as we can because he actually has a pretty good gun. So now he's gone. And now we can take a look at trying to get rid of the one tank left over here, and then the artillery will be isolated. So I'm working over here using cover. As you can see, he's trying to focus on me. But one more shot into the T-22 will finish him off at this point. The Batchat finishes him up. And now it's just the one Tier 8 artillery left. And this is a quick and easy win overall, 15-1. So not a difficult game, but I managed to get a pretty good amount of damage and spotting out of it. Enough to get an ace. Didn't fire any premium. And overall had a very good game. Very balanced with over 3,100 spotting and over 3,600 damage. Which put me top of the team in experience. And second on the team in damage. Only the Foch got more. But I'll leave you with the results there. And as you'll see in the next tab, no premium fired actually made a profit even without a premium account. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that.